Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great and welcome to this new video on Bitcoin. We're going to do a full update here. I mean, in general, I would say if you watch my last videos, the expectation is still very similar, right? So if you still fully remember that analysis, then there might not be a point in watching this video either. But in the end, I mean, we'll do a full update, right? So if you want to be prepared for what Bitcoin is about to do here, or at least what looks most likely, stick around and welcome to the channel if you're new as well. Now, what you can see right now is that basically after yesterday evening that we got that final spike up to 67,800, we have started to see a lot of selling pressure, all right? And in general, it seems to me, and that is already something, excuse me, that's already something we've talked about for the last couple of days. It seems most likely that will dump down lower. Now, like I said, purely technically, the situation is still very similar compared to the last 2 days, because what we said then is that Bitcoin right now is kind of at this final level where we had a bearish breakout below 68,000, which was relevant, but then we were still holding the level right here around 67,700 relatively well. So what I told you yesterday is that, well, wait for the breakout, all right? Wait for either 68,000 to break or for us to drop down below 66,700, and then we have some sort of confirmation of the direction. But what you can see right now is that, well, just in general, like the open interest, the momentum is dropping down a bit, which is actually, if you think about the next week or so, that's not too bad. I would say that's even relatively bullish. And what you can see earlier this morning as well, which is quite interesting, and that could turn into something bullish as well, is that there's a ton of short orders being opened. So I would say, like, if you, like, this is the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame, it looks most likely here, especially right now, if we're going to get that bearish breakout, we'll drop down lower. But I think on the higher time frames, especially looking at this level around 65,000, which is kind of the lowest support we have. Well, there's support at 64,000 as well, but I think that level is actually quite interesting to try for a buy, especially given the fact that we have so many shorts opening. So that's kind of what we'll see. But like I said, I mean, if you think about the fundamentals now as well, like the dollar strength index is still ridiculously bullish, which is bearish for crypto. And then the asset markets like the S&P, NASDAQ, Russell 2000 are all relatively neutral. Russell 2000 is even a little bit bearish, but we're getting a lot of earnings reports in the next week, 2 weeks. So the stock markets are kind of waiting for those reports, for those earning reports, to see what businesses are doing, and in that sense kind of get a gauge of what the economy is doing. So then the most relevant statistics in my eyes are the dollar strength index, which, like I said, is exerting a lot of bearish pressure. And the Coinbase premium, which at this point of time, there still is a huge Coinbase discount here, right? We actually had times, even though I don't think this data is correct, to be completely honest, because the baseline is no longer 0. Now you can see that there's a massive Coinbase discount as well. So there's a lot of selling going on Coinbase, kind of giving an indication that there's a lot of US-based selling pressure, which is never great. So that combination fundamentally just makes me quite bearish. Now, like I said, therefore, ultimately, I still think the best course of action here is to wait for the breakout, right, to actually get that confirmation. But if I would have to give you my most likely scenario here, it would be the bearish breakout and a pullback on the higher time frames into that main support level, like I said, around 65,000. And there it gets interesting. There we can actually have the possibility of getting a decent support reaction, a decent support touch, and some sort of a short squeeze. So I think that's an opportunity, and that's the main level I'm keeping my eyes on for now. Ideally, we get some sort of a liquidity spike in there. But short term, the move down seems most likely. And then for now, I would say it's most likely we're going to be able to hold this level and still get that move into the 70s later this week or next week. But that is very much dependent on how we react to that level, right? So I'll keep you updated on that. For now, I think this is what you need to know. So thank you for watching. Take care and bye.